In a cozy farmhouse at the edge of Meadowbrook Farm lived a little pink piglet named Percy. He was different from his fellow farm animals. While others sought shelter on rainy days, Percy's eyes would light up with excitement at the first drop of rain. One particularly cloudy morning, Percy woke up to the gentle pitter-patter of raindrops on his window. His little curly tail wiggled with joy as he peeked outside. The farm had transformed into a wonderland of shimmering puddles, each one calling out to him like a miniature swimming pool. Splish, splash. Percy couldn't contain his excitement. He dashed out of his pen, his tiny hoofs carrying him toward the first puddle he spotted. It was a perfect circle of water, reflecting the grey clouds above. With a gleeful squeal, he jumped right in, sending water droplets flying in all directions. But this was just any ordinary puddle-jumping day. Percy had a special mission in mind. He wanted to jump in every single puddle on the farm, from the tiny ones near the chicken coop to the massive ones by the old oak tree. He made a game of it, counting each splash. One puddle by the barn door, splash. 2 puddles near the haystack, splish, splash. 3 puddles beside the vegetable garden, splish, splish, splash. As Percy continued his puddle-jumping adventure, he discovered something magical. Each puddle made a different sound when he jumped in it. The shallow ones went splish, the medium ones went splash, and the deep ones made a satisfying splash. He hopped and splashed his way across the foam, creating his own symphony of puddle music. The chickens watched from their coop, bobbing their heads to his watery rhythm. Even the old farm cat, usually grumpy on rainy days, couldn't help but peek out from under the porch to watch Percy's performance. Near the big red barn, Percy found the biggest puddle lake she'd ever seen. It stretched wider than his favorite mud bath and looked deeper than his water trough. His heart raced with excitement, but a tiny voice in his head whispered, "That's awfully big, Percy." For a moment, he stood at the edge, his reflection rippling in the water. But Percy wasn't about to let a big puddle intimidate him. He backed up a few steps, wiggled his curly tail for good luck, and took a running start. Sploosh. The splash was magnificent. Water shot up like a fountain, sparkling in the bits of sunlight that had started to peek through the clouds. Percy emerged from the puddle, dripping but triumphant, wearing the biggest smile a piglet could possibly have. As the rain began to ease, Percy realized he had jumped in every single puddle on the farm. His pink skin was squeaky clean from all the rainwater, and his heart was full of joy. The sun started breaking through the clouds, creating a beautiful rainbow that arched over the farm. Back in his pen, wrapped in a warm, dry blanket, Percy thought about his wonderful adventure. He had discovered that sometimes the best fun comes on the rainiest days, and that being brave enough to take that big jump can lead to the biggest smiles. That night, as Percy drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of more rainy days and more puddle-jumping adventures to come. His last thought before falling asleep was that tomorrow might bring more rain, and with it, more wonderful puddles to explore.